Good evening, welcome back. Um, Unfortunately, I couldn't do my video yesterday, but Tuesday when I signed off, I told that irrespective of what time I come home, I'll try to do a short video at least. But there's no way I could do. There are multiple factors to it, but one main thing being is completely drained out, and that's exactly what I want to talk about. So I'll basically be recording today's video in two parts. One which is an update of yesterday, another one which is a follow-up for today. So it might look a little bit weird. I'll, I don't know, I'll be probably doing a continuous take or whatever. But anyway, talking about yesterday, yes, I had been to Mysore, had some personal work as I told. Me, my dad, and mom had gone. We were thinking a lot whether we should go or not, and especially like like me going was one part of the story, but whether to take my mom and dad or not was something which we contemplated a lot. But there was a necessity, so we had to take, and we planned all those things like regarding precautions and where to stop, where not to stop, everything. I thought about it a lot, and we went. And I just realized yesterday was the first time I took my car out for what you call as like a long distance since February. Yes, since February end. We went to Wayanad, and after we came back on 26th, if I'm right, 20, 25th, I think 25th we came back, and since then I had not taken my car out of city. Hardly few visits here and there within city, but I had not taken my car out at all. And second shocking thing is, I just realized 1 year of me having my car, and I had not even taken it to Mysore even once, proper inside the city, which is a little bit embarrassing. But yeah, anyway, yesterday was Mintu's first drive to Mysore, proper Mysore. So all the work finished. We came back by around I think 8 o'clock or 8:30. We came back, but a lot of things happened on the way. Like one thing is, yeah, it rained while coming back. It was raining continuously when I was in Mysore. In while coming back, it rained for quite some distance, and I love riding in rain, riding, driving, anything. I just love rain. Okay, and in fact, like I got a little bit drenched up in rain also when I was in Mysore, but it's okay. I probably did it intentionally. So, uh, so those are things. But yeah, the observations wise. So what I observed was especially this. Like we were, as I told you, we were planning since quite some time, like what to do regarding where to stop for breakfast, where to stop for lunch while coming back, and safety stuff and all. And my cousin had been to Mysore on Monday, just like she had like some official work, but she kept an eye on all these things, which hotel is open, which is not, and all. And she gave me a few pointers, and I kind of took a few decisions based on that. But in summary, I'll tell you, most of the hotels are not open. Most of the hotels, like from Bangalore to Mysore, there are tons of hotels, old, new, good, bad, everything. But in summary, most of the hotels are not open. One, it's because of this whole corona stuff. Second thing, there's a huge construction work which is going on, which is like a six-lane conversion of the Mysore road, Bangalore Mysore road, and that has completely made the entire stretch, 140 kilometer stretch, into complete chaos. Like, see, almost till a nice road, there is this uh, what do you call metro thing going on. Then there's like some flyover construction. Then on, it's almost like after Biddi, I think almost near Chenpatna, it's the six-lane construction work start, and it goes almost till end. Complete chaos. I'll tell you, none of the hotels, like I will not say none of them were open, but most of them, I would say like 90% of them are not open. And it's like it's impacting them left, right, and center. We stopped over at one place which I had last probably gone about 2 3 years back. It's too early, like it's more of like in Bidadi, so usually I don't stop there, but this one we had gone when I was coming back from Mysore a few years back. So on the way back home I had visited. Very beautiful hotel, very clean, probably call it hygienic. Food was good. I would not say extraordinary, but it was good. But nice place, ambience and all was nice. Now the situation is so bad. First of all, the entry to the hotel itself is gone for a toss because of the six-lane thing. I am doubting. coming months, if they don't sort it out, I think they might have to even close it. Second thing is, because of all this corona thing, we were the only family there, and I've seen that place being crowded whenever I drive down that road. But we were the only, like, we six were the only people who probably went there probably, because I didn't see anyone before, I didn't see anyone coming after. We were there for half an hour, but hardly anyone stopped by there. One thing is, it's like it's totally gone out of the visible range because it's got submerged below road level, almost like 6 feet or so. And on top of it, there is no staff, there is no visibility, and this place has become like literally, it looks like some abandoned hotel rather. I didn't expect, I mean, when I kept on telling that name to my cousin, we thought like, okay, yeah, this place is good, the ambience is good. But when we actually entered there, really, it looks like some abandoned hotel. Like there's some 2-3 tables, and there is one guy serving. And the worst part, they don't have options. They just don't have too many menu item options like for breakfast or lunch or anything. They have like very hand-picked 1 or 2 items. If you want, you have to take, because it doesn't make sense. Like hardly, like, say 6, 10, 15 people come, they can't make everything and keep it ready. So in that way, I think they were also playing safe. But there was no power supply there. They were, I mean, it looked, the situation is gone completely mad. I mean, I would say like maybe half of it is because of all this Corona COVID thing, and half of it because of this construction. Construction will finish and all those things, but I don't know how this COVID thing will react. Now, why I'm telling that is, we went further down, almost near Srirangpatna. There is one food court kind of a thing. The entire food court was closed. There are so many multiple brands there. All of them were closed. There's only the coffee day which was open, and we just picked up juice because we didn't wanted coffee when we were almost near Mysore. But we just picked up juice, and that's all. There was like, again, hardly like 2 car came in, and each one of them picked about, like, say what about, we picked up 4 glasses of juice, and another family, they just picked up one sandwich and one coffee. It's very difficult for hotels to survive with such kind of a footfall. Like, it's becoming like the whole side of it was like, it looks like as if like in next coming few months, if things continue like this, there's no point running the business because all the investment that I've done. Well, coming back, we stopped halfway through. Most of the hotels on the way back, which is on the left hand side, they were all closed. But one of the hotels we stopped. But again, it was like kind of like a bigger food court, but a dominant brand. They had a hotel there. No options again. The entire place is like hardly, there were about some 15 people. It's a huge place. I'm telling you, when I say huge, like it can accommodate probably about 50, 75 people, and hardly there were about 15, like V6 plus another 2 or 3 families. That's it, and no options. And they're like, they just say like, what's the point in making multiple food options when people don't come? I could literally feel their pain actually when they were saying like that. But thankfully, they gave like fresh, delicious food they served. But and everywhere, all these places, hygiene is taken care of, hand sanitizers, temperature checking, everything is taken care of. But yeah, one way people are reluctant on going to hotels because again, it's a public place. Even I was scared in these 2 places where I went. Like, even though I know this place like is a little bit scared, but again, end of the day, it's just, I don't know how long this will continue. But if this happens for some more time, right, it's very difficult. At so many, a lot of people were already talking like a lot of hotels are getting shut down because of business issue. Hardly staff, hardly any staff. All the hotels look so deserted. And as I told you, like it looked like an abandoned place like that. It's hardly they switch on the light because they don't want to spend money on this power thing when people are not coming. Really difficult times, I say, like, and especially with tourism not opening, and even if tourism opens slowly also, I'm not telling it's completely closed now, but how many will be confident of going and sitting in a hotel eating something? I myself was having the double mind. But anyway, that's my observation from the drive to Mysore yesterday, especially on this whole hotel stuff and all. So that's the update about yesterday. So I'll catch you back again on the update of today. Bye bye. Thank you.